Hello, rejects. It's Greg here. I just realized my shirt can do this. It's Christmas time. It's cold outside, so I'm in my bumming it out outfit.
It's Christmas time.
My long sleeve raggedy shirt.
I know. I like it. It looks like you just got back from chopping wood and drinking maple syrup.
Oi, John.
Hey, I caught you a gazelle.
Caught you a gazelle. Chop down some wood for you. All right, John, we're going to watch the trailer. There's a show coming out on FX called Taboo.
Taboo.
Produced by Ridley Scott.
Biopic of that guy from the Black Eyed Peas.
No more jokes. No more jokes the rest of this video.
Produced by Ridley Scott.
Produced by Ridley Scott, starring Thomas Hardy. I think it's an FX miniseries, because I doubt Tom Hardy would just be like, fuck it, I'll do an FX show for the rest of my 6 years. Okay, there's 4 30-second promos, or I think one of them is 1 minute long. So we're looking at a full 2 minutes here,
wow.
2.5 minutes.
Shotgun them all right now.
We'll decide based off feeling when we'll stop and talk about it, or if we, just want to move on to the next one. Let's see. We're going to start off with the first one, Taboo, The Prestige.
The Prestige.
Ouch.
Oh. Stephen Knight. I know that name.
I have sworn that I will do a very, very foolish thing.
A son, we all thought dead in Africa. James Keziah left me.
Ooh, no. All right, so first impressions, John, okay? We're a movie talk show, so just a little bit of talking here, okay, John? Stylistically, very cool. I'm a big fan of American Horror Story. American Horror Story is on FX. I see similarities a lot in style already from certain framing and visual violence that were being presented here.
If American Horror Story took place in one of those BBC period
yeah,
shows.
Exactly.
Like in Jonathan Strange, if that's where an American Horror Story was taking place. Yeah, I see that.
Just seeing Tom Hardy in something like this is really cool. Tom Hardy is not shy of any kind of genre or project, but this looks to have a horror element in there that is oh yeah, Tom Hardy in some horror theme kind of show.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. All right, that's only 30 seconds. Let's move on to the next one.
He looks like Charlie Hunnam in this, doesn't he?
Yeah, it looks a little bit like him and Charlie Hunnam could play brothers.
That too.
Conquest.
Oh. Conquest.
And plunder.
Nice.
I know the evil that you do. Because I was once part of it.
Ah!
I really want to see this show. I really want to see this show, really bad.
Yeah, this looks pulpy as hell. This looks awesome.
It looks like I love period pieces too, and I love period pieces in shows where you really get a sense of the time that they're in.
That grimy Cockney accent just does it.
Yeah, yeah. Before we went to the next trailer, what is the IMDb plot of this? A man who has been at the ends of the earth and comes back irrevocably changed, believed long dead. He returns to London from Africa. Okay, yeah, because we did see some of that Africa moment in there. In 1814, to inherit what is left of his father's shipping empire. But when this legacy is revealed to be a poisoned chalice with enemies in every dark corner, James must navigate complex territories to avoid his own death sentence. Ooh, it's like a Game of Thrones, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not like the show Game of Thrones, but it's a game of authority. A game of power we're dealing with here. I love, especially a show when the show is a lot about the rise to power, or corrupt power too.
Yeah.
That's always very intriguing to me.
That's
Makes me want to be a criminal.
I'm wondering if these promos are gonna get more storyish now, because the first two at least have been very
stylistic.
look at how cool our style is.
Well, this next one, 30 seconds, called Dear James.
Uh-oh.
Dear James, since you came back, time itself has stopped. Eyes I didn't know I had were opened.
Wow.
And participated in darkness that you cannot conceive.
If I were to have intentions regarding James, would I need to be wary of you? No civilized woman would have intentions regarding him.
John, define the word taboo.
Taboo is something that's sort of widely viewed as forbidden or faux pas. You know?
I think that really describes this, what we're seeing so far.
Yeah.
Because this looks evil as fuck. This does not look pleasant whatsoever. I love the production design of everything. I feel like this trailer gave us even more into like the lustful, sexual side of the world. And that's what I mean. Like, this is perfect for FX to do something like this. Especially when I think of like American Horror Story, which is so filled with lust and violence and gore. There seems to be like ghostly things happening here. Like, this doesn't seem like it's just human characters. I feel like there is like some supernatural element at play here. This one shot here where he's like underwater, Tom Hardy, it looks like a ghost is strangling him.
Yeah, or something.
And then like you get these other shots of like people and like who are just super pale, or like they have like some white makeup all over them. This chick who's like being like she's tied out like this and her legs are spread and there's candles around her. Like, I feel like this will deal with like witchcraft in some way.
Oh yeah, I mean, this seems like
and this is the time period for witchcraft.
Deeds, you know, like all Taboo seems like a perfect title. Like you said, it seems like it's all going to be sort of dark, uncomfortable, stigmatic deeds.
Yeah, stigmatic. Oh, you and the words.
And
I love the words you use.
I don't know if that's actually a real word. But
oh, well, it is now.
Some of these shots look like oil paintings.
It feels like a haunting show.
Yeah, it does.
Like if I was to hear like a British haunting, this has like kind of that foggy look about it, you know?
Yeah, totally.
The shadows and everything.
The production, I mean, this is FX? Man, their production design is intense.
They have a lot of money. Okay, here we go. There's a minute trailer called Little Men. Ooh, I hope it's about midgets.
Little people.
Little men.
Midgets.
You're a little man, aren't you?
Not midgets.
Dwarf.
Don't you dare stand there and judge me, little man.
Whoa!
So he's on like an African
I attended
slave
Mr.
ship.
Delaney's funeral, and a ghost appeared. A son, you all thought dead in Africa. James Keziah Delaney.
I have sworn that I will do a very, very foolish thing. I do know the evil that you do because I was once part of it.
This man is merely a London monk.
I witnessed anticipated in darkness that you cannot conceive.
Just kill him!
You can't kill him. You know what? People might not agree with me saying this, but it sort of feels like this is American Horror Story meets Game of Thrones.
Yeah, kind of. I can see where you're coming from with that, 19.
Like, we got this Tom Hardy character.
Late 19th century.
We got this Tom Hardy character with, like, who's this character who everyone's like, he should be dead. I don't understand. He should be dead. I wouldn't be surprised if he did die and he came back from the dead and that's his character. Or if he is just a ghost or something.
Or maybe he has some kind of weird,
supernatural power to himself.
Yeah. Or supernatural affliction.
While he is the central character where a lot of this plot is revolving around, it does seem like we're going to get a wide variety of other characters in this political power at this time, where it seems like a war is going to break out. And that's why I get like an American Horror Story in terms of its violence, its lust, that kind of sinister approach, political power at war here,
I don't accredit these only to American Horror Story. Like, I get it has like that kind of, the horror-y bits feel kind of American Horror Story, but this is stuff that's popular across the board. I mean,
totally.
It's dark and airy, and it's period, and it's high production value, and it's intrigue. Not that this is going to be, it's the politics of whatever that situation is.
Yeah, but he's like, Tom Hardy's character seems like he's returning back home to like take control.
Yeah,
take reign of all this stuff, and it seems like he's out to kill people, because they keep showing that one on all the trailers, that one shot where he has something in his hand. He's got like the blood forming on his forehead. Yeah. And I keep wondering, like, who is it that he killed there? Is that a past moment? Is that like when he returns home?
Is that is that the ooh shit moment at the end of episode 1? Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're probably gonna get to know all these characters.
Now you have my curiosity.
I saw a lot of Jonathan Strange recently. I still got to finish that series, but I get that kind of vibe from this, just with a darker sort of horrific edge. And hey, I mean, there's some good cast, and there's some good character actors and stuff. Jonathan Pryce, Tomorrow Never Dies, Pirates of the Caribbean. Best. Those are his go-to roles, film. Right? Yeah. One right after the other. It was the Price streak. This looks like a whole other level of TV.
This looks cool. I wonder if Ridley Scott directed any episodes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be pretty cool if he like directed the pilot or something.
Yeah.
That would make me a million times more intrigued to watch it. I get excited when like a big film director directs like a pilot or something. Like when Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg did Preacher, or when Scorsese did Boardwalk Empire. I get really enthused about checking stuff out.
Now is a cool time for TV in that regard, because you're seeing, you know, cooler and more interesting stuff, you know, getting a platform now and then, you know, even movie like filmmakers like being on TV isn't as weird as it used to be.
It's true.
You know?
Dude, this Haunting Dread looks very appealing. I can't wait.
Let's do it, Taboo.
All right, Rejects. If you're new to the channel, subscribe today and become a Reject. John is Reasons to Jerry on his Twitter and Instagram, and he is a social media manager of Facebook's Bloomhouse and Facebook's Real Rejects page. And shout out to Tom Hardy when he is hard. I read a quote about him, like talking about how he once, you know, experimented with men because he's an artist, but he realized it wasn't for him. And I found myself on a similar path just because he had that quote.
I believe that about you.
You better.